Welcome to the HR Happy Hour Work Break. You're here with Trish and Steve. Hey, Steve Bose.
Hey, Trish. How are you? Happy Wednesday.
Happy.
You've just gone on mute, Trish. I'll carry the show from here. So, did you know, Trish, there's a gas shortage in the Southeast and maybe even up the East Coast? It's okay. You can stay on mute. I'll just riff for a while. Yeah, the pipeline thing has caused incredible chaos and drama here in the Southeast, Trish, especially where I live. I live in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, Trish. On the national news this morning, like CNN, right? They cut to a reporter out in the field standing outside a gas station not too far from where I live, talking about the chaos and the long lines for gas. It's unbelievable.
Are you going to go stock up, or what are you going to do? Are you going to just like tough it out?
Fortunately for me, Trish, I really don't have anywhere I need to go for the foreseeable future. So, and I know I don't have a lot of gas. I was out on Sunday briefly, and I thought about getting gas. This was before the whole pipeline thing was a thing, maybe. Yeah. And I maybe have a quarter tank. So, I mean, I could, if in an emergency situation, I could drive. But I think I'm going to ride it out, Trish. I'm just going to hunker in here. I've got some supplies. I think I have enough food for a while. So, yeah. But I can't believe that. Like, it's panic buying. It's just like the toilet paper last April, right? When you were trying to get that everywhere you could and buying as much as you could. Like, I saw scenes of folks just filling up not just their cars, but just those red cans or containers, right, of gas. I'm like, what do you need all this gas for? I don't really understand. Who's going anywhere anyway? So anyway, crazy chaos.
They're saying it should be solved. I know, right? It should be solved by the weekend. So if you can just tough it out a couple more days, you should be fine. No, it was the company that owns the pipeline that goes from, I guess, Florida all the way up to New Jersey, got hacked, firmware. And so that shut everything down. So anyway, they're working on it apparently. Latest I heard is they're trying to fix it by the weekend or at least by Monday. So yeah, maybe hang tight, try not to go anywhere. Enjoy the weather at your own house, whatever. I'm
hunkered in, Trish. I'm riding out this pandemic. Like I've gone 360 on it, right? For a while, at the beginning, it was all weird and you got to be home and it sucked. It's home. And then after a while, you got used to it and we figured out the work from home deal and blah, 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 right? And you kind of picked up some hobbies or baking or fitness or, knitting sweaters, whatever. And then people got sick of that again, right? Like as it got longer and longer. Right. Oh my God, when is this going to be over? And I'm back around again. Like, I'm fine with it. I stay. Are you? Yeah, I'm cool. I'm totally fine with it.
I have to tell you, I do kind of miss it. It's funny. My daughter had a couple appointments this week and I got to spend just like an extra half an hour with her each day, like during the middle of the day, because she's back in school. And I really miss having my kids around, now that they're back in school. So yeah, it's, as humans, we're never really satisfied with the way we have to live, right? So whatever we're in the middle of, we want it different. And then when it's different, we want it to go back. So anyway, I'm ready to get out. I'm actually going on a vacation for the first time in a long, long, long time, going to Hawaii on Friday.
Ooh.
So I will do our Friday work break and then I'm going to head to the airport. But yeah, I'm excited.
Aloha.
I've never been. So that's exciting. But I will tell you, I'm a little nervous. Like this afternoon, I have to get a COVID test. And this will just tell you how different each state can be. I have had COVID, as everybody probably knows now, months and months ago, and I'm fully vaccinated, right? I have my card, everything to prove I'm fully vaccinated. And that is not enough in the state of Hawaii. You have to either quarantine still or come with a, like they don't even care if you're vaccinated. You have to have a COVID test before you come within 72 hours. So it's a little challenging to get a rapid test nowadays and get it back in time. But
speaking of Hawaii, Trish, that leads me to a question.
Okay.
What was the best TV show theme song ever? Because I'm going to submit it might have been Hawaii 5-0. That instrumental deal at the beginning of the original Hawaii 5-0.
Yes. Okay. So had we not even been talking about Hawaii, that would have popped in my mind as like one really great one. Probably the one that I think might even trump that one, though, has to be Dallas.
Dallas. Now I don't even know.
Dallas. Like, I don't know. People should vote on Twitter on this one, but I think it's Dallas. I think Dukes of Hazzard.
Or the Jeffersons. How about the Jeffersons?
There you go. We could probably agree on the Jeffersons, right? There's some good ones. I know. Hey, I saw some news and I thought it kind of applies to what we do. We don't really cover it, but did you see the Golden Globes has been canceled until further notice?
I did see that. I'm not sorry to see that go. I won't miss it. And good riddance. Who cares about that dumb thing?
I know we don't watch that when we're Oscar kind of people,
I'm not.
but
Yes.
it's often kind of the precursor that might predict what happens at the Oscars. Sometimes it's right, sometimes it's not. But anyway, yeah, they have no diversity whatsoever, and so it's finally caught up with them. And yeah, I've heard one of your favorite actors, Tom Cruise, has given back his Golden Globes. He has 3.
I saw that. America's finest actor, Tom Cruise, has returned his Golden Globes in a sign of protest, and I applaud him for that move and for his great canon of movies. He is, as we know, Trish, America's finest actor, and that actually someone asked me about that or came up in a conversation recently.
He's no Tom Hanks,
I just
but
want to assert that Tom Hanks is no Tom Cruise, and I'll leave it at that.
ooh, we can fight. People can tweet out, which do you like better, Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks? Let us know. I'm team Tom Hanks all the way. Like, I feel every time I see Tom Cruise in a movie, he's basically just Tom Cruise. He's himself.
He's awesome.
He's over the top, jumping on crap, he's always doing something. And Tom Hanks transforms himself into the character.
He transforms himself because he's inherently uninteresting and not really that charismatic and not that really interesting to watch. So, Trish, there's one thing I need to get to before we run out of time because it's in the news and it's in my space that I like to live in. Trish, the JOLT report, job openings and labor turnover survey report came out a couple of days ago from our friends at the BLS. Trish, I don't know if you saw this. Did you see any report for this? Trish,
not yet. I save it for
Trish,
you.
I love to quiz you. Take a guess, Trish. The last business day of March, how many open jobs there were in the United States, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics?
Open job? I don't even know. 2 million.
I'll give you a hint, Trish. It's an all-time series high since they began tracking this number in the year 2000.
I really don't know.
Trish, 8.1 million. 8.1 million
it was way low.
Open jobs in the United States. Highest ever, higher than before the pandemic, where it was about 7.5 million.
Okay.
All kinds of reports all over the country of business owner after business owner saying they can't find workers, they can't hire. Trish, the labor market is insane right now. I reached out to our friends at Indeed, who have a team of economists who cover the labor market and comment on the labor market, and they have all the job search data and the job availability data, et cetera. So that guest will be coming on our HR Happy Hour podcast in about 2 weeks. So we'll get that show recorded and posted before the next round of a jobs report, as well as the JOLTS report. So I'm super excited. We're going to be talking labor market on a happy hour. I'm going to geek out for 40 minutes for sure. So
good. No, that's good. And you know what? I love our friends at Indeed, and they do have a lot of really interesting data. So that'll be fun to kind of dig in on all the jobs data. That's really, really good. I'm excited about that. Hey, while you were talking about that, I did Google to find out if Tom Hanks has more wins than your Tom Cruise. And guess what? He does. Tom Hanks has 5 wins and Tom Cruise has 3. So, yeah. Just have to let you know that.
Trish, were your kids Pokemon card kids in their youth, in their younger days?
They were, and it's funny that you mentioned that because that just came up. Apparently, McDonald's has Pokemon cards in the Happy Meal, and my daughter literally just went and got a Happy Meal. She's 17 just to get the Pokemon cards. So apparently, we still like Pokemon.
Well, here's the thing, Trish. Pokemon cards are absolutely on fire. So I would say if you have them around from back when maybe you originally acquired them, have a look through some of the cards that you have. The resale value on older or original series Pokemon cards is actually through the roof. Even the new cards, Trish, are going crazy. People are literally camping outside of Target stores overnight to try and get the new boxes and tins when they're coming out. Target generally puts them out on Friday morning, I learned when I read this story. And Target's having to force people, don't camp out at the store. And they're limiting the number of cards people can buy. And they're also limiting the time of day they'll actually sell them to try to control the hordes of people showing up to buy Pokemon cards. They're old cards. If you have the right one, Trish, one card sold for $300,000. One old Pokemon card in good condition.
Okay, I need to go look and see because we actually have, from whatever, 10-ish years ago. Yeah, we've got Pokemon cards.
Might
And
be
a lot
sitting
of them are
in.
even in the little, like they had the binders with the little
Yeah,
sleeves.
there you
So
go.
they're probably in great condition. Interesting.
You might be sitting on a little
Sitting
trough.
on a gold mine. Sitting on a gold mine.
There, yeah.
Well, good. Well, listen, hey, this has been fun. We've covered a lot of ground today for a Wednesday. So thank you for sharing all about the Pokemons and about the jobs and about Indeed. And yeah, we will. And about the gas. I hope you get gas. Right? All right. Thanks everyone for watching and joining us every other day. Oh gosh, I have to put this comment up here because it just popped up. Bring back Garbage Pail Kids. Yes, bring back Garbage Pail Kids. When did those end? Like in the 80s?
Those were pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? That's when you got those. That's when they used to come with bubble gum actually in the pack. So you got something with it, right? I think I have like Star Wars cards, Grease cards, probably starting at Fever cards. Yeah. But Garbage Pail for sure. They were fun too.
They were fun. All
right. Well, listen, hey, thanks everyone for listening. Please follow us on anywhere you subscribe to your favorite podcasts on the HR Happy Hour and the network of shows that we offer. We've got a lot of great stuff coming up this summer and a lot of really important guests. So follow us there and we will see you back here on Friday.
Bye for now.